Good afternoon, everyone. My question is to Mr. Raj Kamal Gupta. Good afternoon, sir. So, in your discussion, you just mentioned that in the previous company, which was a European company, you had a very diverse culture, and the emphasis was majorly on women empowerment, equality, and to ensure that you have some like 20 to 25 percentage of women employees in your company. But as per my experience, I have 9 years of experience, out of which 7 years in a European company. I was also on the other side of the table. Like I was in HR myself. I took a maternity break 2 years back. And since I am on the other side now, I'm not working anymore, I somehow feel that what was said when I used to present management reports to my top management and to my head office in France, we were boasting, yes, we have recruited people, we have recruited female employees as well. But does it happen in practical sense also? Because when we do apply after taking a break, the straight and the only question we are asked is what is your strategy since you have a baby? What is your strategy? Rather than it's the competencies or the capabilities or the potential, the only question which is asked for a female is how would you strategize since you have a baby? So can you please elaborate more on that?
Yeah.
Well, kudos for asking such a fantastic question, and I believe she deserves an applause.
Thank you.
Ma'am, actually, I know the situation is quite alarming and in our country. Just to apprise you, there was a report, there was an article in Times of India dated 25th October 2015, in which a nationwide survey was being done. And the report was highly, highly astonishing. I mean, I didn't believe it, but then, of course, since it was there, it has to be true, right? I believe a lot of you people must be aware, and the eminent panelists also, that this new law, Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act of 13 came into force in December 2013, right? And this article was published on 25th October 2015, and the revelation in that article was that 97% of the companies are not even aware, and they have not implemented the systems which are mandatory for every establishment to be established. For every establishment to implement those systems is mandatory, and if they don't do that, there are severe punishments, more severe than punishment under any other law for the organizations. The perpetrator of the crime comes second. The organization comes first. So, what you are saying, I partially agree, but I vouch for my own organization, and to give you, I can give you numerous examples, of course, which I said was one, before this law came into being, it was, you know, the HR department, the recruitment teams were motivated to hire more and more ladies, and the ballpark percentage was 25. So, it was an engineering company, and during those days it was being felt that engineering was not a preferred vocation for ladies. They went in medicine, they went for law, they went for management, etc. So it was really, really a tough task. So what used to happen was we used to visit campuses in order to fulfill the quota. And after this law came into force, the French managing director gave a directive that, okay, you link it to your variable pay. And that was being ensured religiously, although, you know, by the time I left the organization, it was already 2 years down the line. And just to give you one more example, you know, this 8th of March every year is being celebrated as an International Women's Day. So it was my idea, supported by my managing director, that we celebrate International Women's Day, you know, just to give you a feel, just to empower women, just to give them a feel that they are respected in the system. I suggested that we celebrate International Women's Day every year in the month of March. And my managing director added on to that, okay, on that day, we give leave to all the support staff. all the support staff in the sense that pantry boys, coffee boys, cafeteria boys, all those guys who used to help with refreshments and meals, etc., tea, coffee, servers, everybody was supposed to go on leave. And it was the guys who used to do these services to ladies, and they were being treated as VVIP guests. And we try to do in our own way, in our own small way. And at the end of the day, like our previous panelist said, that at the end of the day, the answer you have to give is to yourself only, right? So at the end of the day, if I feel justified that, okay, whatever I've done during the day, I mean, I'm not sort of trying to pull a fast one on anybody when I say that women empowerment is important, etc., etc. The company which tries to do that, the individual which tries to do that is in for a serious trouble. Right? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the expressive